It's Grady here. I decided to go ahead and share some gameplay with you. Now, I just recently got Halo Reach, and believe it or not, this was the very first matchmaking game that I have ever played. Now, ended up going 14-2 in this game, so I get that out of the way now. It was Team Doubles Arena, and it was on the map The Cage, so I wasn't very familiar with this map when it started out. And, you know, right here I was actually trying to shoot the DMR like it was a VR, which really doesn't work that well, considering the DMR has this recoil boom. And that's just something where you just gotta actually be more consistent with your shots, do it a little bit slower, make them count. Now, as you noticed, I actually bypassed the sniper spawn right there, the glass right before you get to the lift. And that's because I didn't even notice it was there. I didn't know what the power weapons were. I was just kind of going at it. I was in the zone, I guess. But what I've noticed about Reach is, just like Halo 3, top control is actually still a big factor. Now with top control, I mean, you could spy across the map. Even if you don't know the spawns, you can at least figure them out. And, you know, if you get shot at, you can find cover quickly. Team shots are definitely a factor as well, but, you know, Mike, just like me, hasn't really been playing the game very much, so I guess he was freaking out a bit, or at least that's how he explained it. Like, he loses all concentration and decides to run around on the map and charge everybody. That doesn't work out very well, but I somehow adapted. And you're going to find me staying around this area for a good portion of time, just because it seemed to be a really good control point at that moment in time. I mean, I was able to utilize this like crazy. I was able to get some free kills, practically doing nothing. I knew that there was a mid-level, a top level, and a bottom level, just from looking at the aspects of the map and from accidentally, you know, dropping down a few times. But it's good stuff. I was able to read the radar. I was able to actually sit there and cut people off, like right here. I mean, the guy had the rockets. I could see by the radar that he was right below me, and I took advantage of that. I just shot him from a free vantage point. Just killed him. He didn't even know what was going on. Now, you probably noticed that I actually ran right by the guy after I looked for the rockets, only for maybe a couple moments, and it's because I didn't know what was really going on. Yeah, I thought maybe that rockets had blown off the map, and unfortunately it cost me here because this ends up being my first death. Believe it or not, out of the 2 deaths that I get this game, both of them were from rockets, and they were both from that same set of rockets, that same guy. It was very, very inconvenient. And it wasn't until later that after actually trailing the guy, that I figured out that the rockets were actually on the bottom of the map, which could really would have helped if I had known that at the beginning, but, you know, it kind of didn't. And you'll see me pick up the fresh rockets here in a little bit. I'm still not too sure about the respawn times. Even after playing a few games, I'm still not sure. Somehow, team rating, I've managed to maintain between a 1450 and a 1600 arena rating for the 4v4 doubles, because of rage quitters. You know, the fact that you can't get all that many points if, you know, there's nobody in the game to kill and the game ends early. My rating's pretty low on that. I think it's like 1350 or 1400. Had a couple rage quit games. But right here, I mean, I still wasn't used to the controls. I mean, I remembered when I was playing the beta for a short time that I was using the default controls for Reach on the beta, and I keep forgetting that I had changed it back to Recon, which is more comfortable to me because it's more of the Halo 3 settings. Maybe some slight variations, like the left bumper is actually sprint or your special ability. It's about the only difference. Everything else is about the same. And right here, you notice right when he fired, I timed it out where I could actually hide behind the wall. I didn't know if that was going to work or not because, you know, as you're going to see here in a couple of moments, I basically get kills shooting at people that are easily around corners and stuff. So, I mean, the rockets, definitely overpowered. Definitely a game-changing factor. something to utilize on the map. But yeah, I mean, yeah, right here, something to look for as well. You see flashing red, whether it be the fact that you're missing ammo or the fact that your health is low. That's usually a bad thing. I mean, just like any other Halo, that's something you gotta look for, something you gotta actually get out of the way, fix. It's a problem you need to rectify. And you might have noticed, I mean, through the gameplay, I actually ended up getting a little bit better with the DMR. It's still not perfect, but I started getting a little bit more control over my shots. Right here I ran bottom. Came up top thinking I was going to flank some people. Mike ended up running off on his own. Didn't really have much support on this side, so try my best just to stay alive, put shots on people. We didn't really know the call out, so, and luckily it worked out here. Ended up getting that lucky last shot before he turned the corner. Got him right before he got to safety. It was good stuff. But yeah, I noticed Mike is on an awkward portion of the map, so I'm trying to use that vantage point again, put some shots on people, let them know where people are coming from. And since he's all the way over there, he can't really defend me when these guys spawn right on top of me. So luckily I was able to back up. I noticed there was a ledge, and so I just kind of jumped off. It was a good shortcut, and somehow, you know, during the frantic running, I found the rockets. There they are. That's where they spawn. It's good stuff. You should utilize that. I mean, if you guys end up buying the game brand new, packaged, you know, something to remember if you're playing Cage, or the Cage, whatever you call it. That's good stuff. But yeah, right here I'm going to get a little sloppy with the rockets when I'm finishing them off, but luckily Mike's there to help me out, and we end up winning 24-8, or 25-8, whatever. But yeah, tell me what you guys thought about this commentary. If you guys liked it, you know, go ahead and like it. If you guys want to favorite. Just let me know what you guys really want me to start talking about in the next commentary, or what type of gameplay you want to see, and I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.